What's going on, peoples? How everybody feeling this morning? Uh, I hope you guys are starting your weekend off well. Uh, Weekend should be a time to rest and rejuvenate. I know some people work on the weekends, but hopefully you guys are taking that time out, that much needed time to refresh your spirit and your mind. Excuse me, because that's what I'm doing. I'm off today. I'm just getting up. But I was compelled to hop on real quick and just do a quick video, reaching out to you guys, staying connected via social media. Not big with social media, even though we have a podcast that we're uh, putting content together to kind of refresh and put on social media. I'm not active on there as much as I should be, but this is how I stay connected with um, my friends and family and loved ones that are not in the local area that I'm in. And this is how I connect with new people, new faces, people all over the world, people that I don't know. So I'm here. Good morning. Uh, so all y'all that kind of follow me, see some of the things that I post, follow the podcast, some of the videos that I put up. If you haven't figured out by now, I'm a super transparent person. It's no secrets. It's nothing tucked under the rug or thrown in the closet. I like to talk about my life, talk about my experiences, and share them with others, whether I know you or not, whether I feel it's a safe place or not, whether you're going to judge me or criticize me or not. It doesn't matter to me a least bit. I hope that even through your judgment and your criticism and your speculation and your assumptions, that eventually it'll be a seed planted in your own life to make you look at yourself, look at your situation, your circumstances, the things that's going on around you, to help equip you to evolve more into your true authentic self. So the mistakes that I've made, the things that I've done, the people that I've hurt, the people that have hurt me, it's all part of my journey. It's all part of my story. It's all part of what is giving me the understanding about the development of who I am. So I like to share. Um, so I guess what was on my mind this morning is just kind of sharing where I'm at. Where I'm at physically is I'm kind of I live in and you see I'm in an empty space. You hear it echo. You see my little bean bag over there. That's why I meditate. Uh, Maybe about an hour out from my city, Austin, Texas, in a small little town. Uh, my uncle, spiritual mentor, he has or had a little trailer that he was renovating, a little double wide. And I'm here. Actually, I've been helping him move. That's why it's empty. He just bought a new home. But yeah, I've been here, just staying in the space, uh, going through a transition right now for me. But even in this transition, I would come out here in the past and kind of think and spend some time with him, of course. But a lot of times he's not here. I kind of have a moment of solitude, uh, really gaining true peace. A lot of people say, I want peace of mind, give me my peace, peace, peace. Peace is not joy. Peace is not happiness. Don't mistake what peace is. Peace is not something that's supposed to make you feel good and warm and fuzzies. Peace is rest. Peace is quiet. Peace is stillness, stagnation. That's what peace is. This is peace. Can you hear that? Can you feel that? Can you envision that? That's peace. And what peace enables you to do is gain clarity and direction from the Father, from the Holy Spirit, from intuition, from whatever you want to call it. You hear that still small voice that you can't normally hear because of the noise that's around you. The hustle and bustle of our daily routines, life, the city, responsibilities, kids, job, desires, passions, music, just everything that's going on around you. Billboards, flashing lights, birds chirping and dogs barking and cars honking, noise, movement, constantly going back and forth, running around all the time. Like, you can't really hear clearly what it is that you need to hear. You can't really see clearly what it is that you need to see in the vision that's been given to you, sometimes because of the distractions that's all around you. So sometimes you have to go and get to an area physically and emotionally and mentally where you can kind of drown out everything around you and you can hear the one voice that's always speaking all the time, always speaking to you, always giving you the answers to all of the problems that you're trying to figure out, all of the solutions, all of the strategies, everything that you're trying to do. You already have the answer inside of you, inside of your being. And it is through being isolated, spending quiet time away in secret to yourself, that sometimes you are able to embody that voice and be that voice. Shout out to Michelle Unveiled. Be that voice that is hidden inside of you. So, this is where I'm at right now, in the transition, in the shift. I'm crossing over to another area, chapter, whatever you want to call it, in my life. And sometimes that transition is hard. It's a hard place. You're not settled, but you might have to leave some things behind. You can't take everything with you when you cross over to another plateau in your life. And it's a reason for that. It's because the things that you had in the season that you were in, you had all of this stuff that you gathered along the way in your journey. You needed those things because of the elements that were around you and the things that you had to face. This plane that you're on, nature, the universe, God, everything has equipped you with what you need. It's kind of like playing a video game. You're going through the video game, and as you go along, you're constantly picking up things that you need. Whether it's more energy and healing because you've been wounded from the battle, or new weaponry that you need because you're going to face new obstacles, or secret clues that's going to unlock and give you the know-how to get to the destination that you're trying to achieve. So you need those things. But when you cross over, man, you got to be willing and ready to leave those things behind. And sometimes it's hard to leave those things behind. And those things can be people too. People, things, places, whether it's material or mindset. You got to walk away from those things, because the reason why you want to walk away from those things is because in the season that you're in, there are going to be new articles for you to collect that are specific to that season and that place and that chapter that you're in. So sometimes it's hard, man. We got separation anxiety. We don't want to let go of certain things because it has gotten us through so much. It has been our go-to. That person has been our go-to. That thing, that situation, whatever it is. And the thing about it is, sometimes we begin to be dependent on those things, and it's never meant. Your blessings, I'm hearing this right now. Your blessings are never meant to be something for you to hang on to. Okay? Your blessings are what's are being gifted to you to equip you to move on in your journey. Your blessing is not the promise. So stop holding on to them. You get blessed with things and situations and positions and places because that's what you need. And in those blessings, you need to learn all that you need to learn, do all that you need to do, prepare yourself, gird yourself up with those blessings so you can be prepared and ready for what's next. Because if you keep holding on to blessings that you have or trying to hold on to them or trying to keep them, you're not going to make any room for more blessings to come. And the blessings is the equipment. Okay? That's all the blessings are. That's the equipment. Those are the things that you need throughout the journey. Like I say, the analogy of the video game. Okay? You get blessed with the little healing power. You get blessed with a new weapon. You get blessed with a clue. Like, those are the things that you need to help you reach your goal. So, the transition, that's where I'm at. That's the hard part. The transition is I got to let go of some of this stuff. What if I need this? And that's fear and that's doubt. Two things, because you're already thinking about what's going to happen in the future. What if I need this person or these things to get me through the next phase? Don't worry. Now, this is where the trust factor comes in. Trusting God, trusting the God mind, trusting the God that's in you, trusting yourself, your true self, not your egoic self, your true God body self. You trust that self to know that, you know what? Everything that I'm going to need in this season, I can go in this blindly. And when I say blindly, I'm talking about your developing self. Your developing self is blind, but your higher self already has seen it. It's already seen into that dimension. It sees the past, the present, and the future. It knows all things. It's omnipresent. Okay? So trust that omnipresent of yourself to, hey, let go of this. Let's move into this new phase and this new season. So again, that transition sometimes is hard. So I'm in that transition right now where some things are changing, how I plan for my life to be, who I plan to be in my life, what it was that I thought that I needed. I had to let go a lot of those things that I know was a blessing from God, blessing from the Most High. Like, man, like, there's no way I could have got that job or that position, or just look how the things worked out and woo, woo, woo. And then you think that, oh, this is it, and then we're ready. We're ready to just, keep tracking along to retirement, to old age, so I could just make it to that place and try to be as healthy as I can and enjoy life as best I can enjoy it, not even being conscious that, hey, it's a work that you need to be doing and it's things that you need to acquire that's fresh and that's new and that's going to take you to places that you have not ever experienced while you're in this life. If we get so fixated on our careers and our goals and our dreams and this and this and this and this, then we won't experience anything new in this life. Now, granted, in this life, it's not all about experiencing everything. You're not going to experience everything in this phase of your existence. Yes, it's going to be some things that is going to catapult into our next phase, but the more and more that you're willing to let go and let God, like how people say, and not be afraid to try different things, experience new situations, experience new people, and not have the fear that, hey, you know, I can't let go of my day ones. No, create day twos and day threes and day fours and day fives and day six. That's evolution. You're increasing, you're multiplying, you're connecting with more people, more spirits that share the same spirit as you. Don't be afraid to embark and embrace. Okay? Now, that doesn't mean that we shed old relationships and just X people out. No, you just, some situations is just the concept of those situations you are taking to a new relationship. And if it's meant for you to come back and mesh with those people or pick up those blessings or pick up that situation or whatever the case may be. Like I used to tell myself, like I'll never go back to a job that I either got fired from or I quit. Because most of the time we quit jobs in a disgruntled way. We usually quit jobs because somebody getting on your nerves or they ain't paying you enough and you don't want to go back there. And I used to tell myself, I never go back to, especially if like the same bosses or the same people was there before. That's pride. But I would. If that was intuitively in me and the Holy Spirit was guiding me and leading me back, I tell people that all the time. I live in Texas right now and it's hot as I don't know what, but I take this heat 100 degrees over zero below all day before I move back to the Midwest. But I say that all the time, but I am now open to, if I had to move back to my hometown, I would do it with peace. That means clarity and direction. And I would do it with joy. And of course I would do it with love because I love where I'm from. I love my people. So, most people end up moving back home because they didn't make it wherever it is that they were at. And I got to go back to what I know that's safe and what's familiar. But no, I would go with a mindset that, hey, this is a new season for me. Even though I'm moving back to somewhere that's familiar and that's seemingly safe for me and supportive for me, I'm going with a new mindset because things have changed there too. People have changed, new people have come, things have happened that you're not privy to because you wasn't there. So it's still a new experience. Every day is a new experience. Every time we wake up, every time we go to sleep and we wake up, that's a transition. That's a shift. So we got all these baby shifts that we're doing to prepare us for the big shifts and the big challenges that we know inside, I don't really want to do this, but I got to do it. So this is where I'm at right now. Again, I woke up this morning not even really knowing what direction I was going to go in. I started going back to school. I'll talk more about that later, but I was just going to get up and maybe just study. I don't have to go to work. Quiet. I'm in this place of solitude. Nobody's here but me. No wife, no kids, no friends, no nothing. And normally that's what I do. I think it was the year before last, so 2021 I was the last time I was here for a month. Uh, I came here for a month. I went to work every day. I mean, I didn't just stay here. Went to work, but I would come here and I would sit and meditate and pray. And of course, I spent some time with my uncle when he's here. He's in and out a lot, but whenever he would come and we would sit and we would pray and share and study God's word together and build and, talk about things outside of religion and our beliefs. And we would build together, but mostly I would just spend time here with me and the Father. And I did. I had some encounters, some things that I'm not privy to share right now, but I did. I had some very mystical, transforming, spiritual experiences in the time by myself. But one of the things I will share with you guys on the business side a little bit was that that year was when I was inspired to write the Alpha 2. So the Alpha 1 book that I published during the pandemic, October 2020, is a novel about what happened in existence before the universe was created, or our earth as we know it. And I take the story of Michael and Lucifer in the fight in heaven, and it's really a fun story. I knew that I wanted to write a part two. I just didn't know what it was really gonna be about. You know, at the end, God wins. You know what I mean? Like, and that's kind of like how the book went. And I'm just like, God wins, and He created us, and boom, we're here. End the story. But yeah, doing my studies, digging into other religions, other philosophies, other cultures, seeing the parallels between what I believe, science, my understanding of the celestial world, time and space, the dimensions as we know it today. Uh, I realized like, hey, it's more to this story that I want to have fun with, and I did. I was inspired, and I began in this place. So 2 years ago, to write the Alpha 2. And the Alpha 2 was completed last year, and I am in the process of getting it published. It will be published coming here soon. I say 2024, I would say, to give it time. So you guys be on the lookout for that. If you haven't read the Alpha 1 yet, man, I encourage you to read it. If you're not a reader or you feel like I'm not into that, I don't even believe in God, man, read the book. It's really good. It's really compelling. It's not just uh, trying to get people to understand who God is. It's really trying to get you to understand who you are. Don't you want to know who you are? That is the whole basis of it. And, you know, I believe with everything that's in me that the more that people really wholeheartedly are open to explore the depths of who you are as an individual soul, and really are open to grasp the concept that you have a spirit and where did that spirit come from, you'll get introduced to God, as we call him, the source, the divine start of everything. You know, uh, you will understand that it's so much to God, and you're looking at an attribute of God that's talking to you right now. And when you talk to other people, that's what people are seeing. They're seeing an attribute of God. God is all around us. God is in everything. But anyway, I encourage you read the book, man, because it does it. It doesn't just try to rope you into any dogma, doctrine, or religion, or anything like that. It tells a story in a fun way. It gives you some head scratchers, like, man, could it have happened that way? You know, and it gets your wheels to spinning, and it gets your intuitive, creative mind to start percolating. And maybe you have some things. I'm in a process of starting a new email account where I want people to just send me their thoughts and feelings on the book and what could be added to the story. So part two adds to the story. It jumps into a lot of, I would say, legendary and mythological stories that we've heard from ancient history until now, and it kind of combines all of these different ideas into one story. And when you really look at it all together, it really makes a lot of sense, at least to me. So, the Alpha 2 is a story kind of depicting that. So, with that being said, in this transition that I'm in now, currently, I came here under different pretense. It wasn't necessarily to get inspired to write, but while I was here, boom, it hit me, and I got the inspiration. And I am happy to say, congratulations to me. I have started. I've wrote 2 chapters so far. I've been here about 3 weeks now. Uh, and probably be here for probably another week or two. Uh, but I did. I started writing the Alpha 3. So the Alpha 2 is in publishing phase right now. Alpha 3 is being written. In a little bit of time, y'all, we'll have the whole trilogy, and we're just gonna keep going and having fun with this story as God inspires. So But yeah, I just want to share about getting to a place of solitude. It's hard sometimes. Um, I'm being vulnerable and transparent to you. I do. I feel lonely at times. Being away from a lot of friends, a lot of family, a lot of people that I know. My children are not always with me. They come for summer breaks and, holidays and things of that nature. And, you know, sometimes I do feel like I'm on an island, and I had to stop looking at the negative viewpoint of that and look at the positive viewpoint of that, is that God has me in this place for a reason. Are you going to wallow in it and allow all negative thoughts to, you know, just engorge your thinking? Or are you going to look at it in a light of everything happens for a reason? I'm here and this is a part of my story and my journey. So I embrace it. And it has opened me up to so many new worlds. I hike, I go in the woods and rock climbing and all of this stuff. Man, I never used to do no stuff like that ever. Never would even imagine doing that. Didn't have a desire to do it. I don't like bugs. You know what I mean? Well, I didn't. I used to not like bugs, but you know, I opened myself up to different experiences, and it was in those places where I can just disconnect from what I was used to and experience something new. That inspiration came, encouragement came, motivation came. All of these things come about when you go into that secret place. The secret place is not just going in your closet or going downstairs or going to the garage or something like that and the kids run around, everybody run around. Sometimes you have to just literally just disconnect from everything that's going on. And, you know, do it for a couple of hours, maybe a couple of days. And in my case, you know, maybe a month or so. But that's where I'm at right now. Uh, this is how I wanted to start my day, I guess, with a nice little 30-minute video. Don't know who's going to listen to it. If it just one person was able to listen to this to the very end and it blesses you, then hey, it was meant for you. But I encourage you to trust God, trust the God that's in you. God is in you. God is a part of you. You are God. Okay? Don't be so fixated on the title, because the true source is nameless. You can't put a name, you can't put a face, you can't put anything on the source. Just recognize that you're a part of that. So embrace that part of you, embrace that power, and use that to pull you out of the muck that you're in sometimes. That life, which is again, just us, our own ego, our own desires, our own sense of self gratification, always trying to gratify ourselves, that it's just really only gratifying this body, this shell, this vehicle that we in, this housing our true selves, instead of trying to crack this shell open and see the surprise inside. So tap into that essence. You can do it now. Whatever it is that you're dreaming about at night, whatever it is that you visualize, that you think, hey, I don't have the time, I don't have the money, I don't have the resources, I don't have the influence, just tap into it and trust and believe and do little things every day towards that. Whether it's just reading and studying about it, perfecting it, practicing it, meditating on it, writing it up, vision boards, all of that stuff that people do, man. Do something. And know that every little something that you're doing is edging you that much more closer to being your true self. That's the goal. Being one with yourself, and then we can be one with others. So, I love you guys. Follow me, check me out. I'm on Instagram, DV_I am truth. This is going to be posted here on Facebook. Check out our YouTube podcast, Trill Talk. My brother Nando, my brother Marcus. No fresh new episodes right now. We're in the process of developing it, but just go back. I mean, it's new to you if you haven't checked it out yet. There's a few episodes on there. You can hear our dialogue. And again, we don't know it all, but that's what I love about it. I go back and I watch those videos that we did a couple of years back, and it's just like, it's powerful to see how much we are growing, or even where we were at then and we didn't even realize how much truth that was embedded in us, but we just took that daring leap to say, hey, let's explore it. And you explore it by vibrating your thoughts into the atmosphere and talking about it, communicating. That's how we connect with each other. That's one way that we connect, is communicating. And how you block that communication is when you judge and you criticize other people's ideas. Be open. Hey, if that's what they believe, that's what they believe. Hear it out. And you take the things that you feel are righteous and truth, and you apply them, and the rest you discard. It's just like substances. Even this water that's good for you, you still gonna what? Piss it out. You know, you're only gonna take the things that you need from it, and the rest you're gonna do away with. So that's just life. So you guys enjoy your weekend, enjoy your Saturday. Be blessed. Keep following me. I'm going to keep following you. Peace.